Well, hello and good day, toy fans, and welcome to Super Awesome Toys. My name is Panama Zartan, and in this episode, we'll take a look at Onell Designs Glyos figures. Spoiler, they're really cool. In this day and age where everyone wants mass-produced action figures with a million points of articulation that cost more than we can honestly afford, one guy has decided to go against the flow and create his own line of action figures. Of course, I'm talking about Matt Doughty from Onell Design, whose Glyos Fit Function system has taken the world of boutique toys by storm. The basis of the Glyos system is a universal peg and joint system that allows for part swapping and extreme customization. If you haven't heard about Glyos yet, or if you have but have not decided to take the plunge into its amazing depths, well, I'm here to help you out. As of now, there are several toy lines that use the Glyos system, like the Four Horsemen's Power Lords and Outer Spacemen, Toyfinity's Roboforce, Nistoff's Outlander, and the Godbeast's Kaburamushi, but this review is gonna focus on Onell's own in-house brand of Glyos figures. Onell Design offers a wide variety of Glyos figures, and each one offers its own range and type of articulation. What you need to understand about Glyos though is that each figure is made of a certain number of pieces, and each piece either has a peg hole, a Glyos pin, or both. Every place where one piece connects to another via these peg and socket joints is a place where you can find articulation. And because the connectors are peg and sockets, you are only going to get swivel articulations, unless you have an axis joint system, which allows for some extreme posability. As you can see with this recently released Argent figure sporting these axis joints, you can get a lot more dynamic posing out of your Glyos figures. As I said before, Onell offers several figures and each has its own type of articulation. Let's check out some of them. This guy here is Faden, the Glyos system's main guy. He's made out of 14 pieces, with each piece having its own articulation point. So as you can see, his head can rotate side to side. His arms go up and down, he has swivels at his wrists, right here at his chest. Both legs can go forwards and backwards, and he also has swivels at the knees and at the ankles. If we go to the other extreme, we have this Crabot here, and he's only made up of 5 pieces, which gives him more limited articulation. He can only move his arms and legs. Yeah, you're not gonna get much dynamic posing out of these guys, but that's not the point of the line. The point of the whole Glyos system is fun, and it really is. I never thought I would enjoy these guys as much as I have until I got them in hand. There are so many characters in the Glyos universe that it's hard to keep track of. I only have a few, and I'll show them to you so you have an idea of how diverse this toy line is. I already showed Crabot and Faden. So let's move on to this guy, the Dark Traveler. This one is the stealth version, meaning that he is cast in clear PVC plastic. He shares some parts with Faden, mainly the arms, hip, and legs, but he still looks like a totally different character and not a Faden variant. This other little guy is Novato. He is smaller than Faden, but still taller than the Crabot. Novato has some angled Glyos pins, which allows some of his joints to have angled rotation for other display options. Here, let me show you by removing this arm. You can see that the pin sits at an angle, and if you rotate it, you can get these types of poses out of his arms. Another super popular character, and many fans' favorite, myself included, is the Armor Boar. He's an armored beast, which is very reminiscent of the old Battle Beast figures, but with better articulation. He is also bulkier than the other figures. There's also this big guy here, Gobon, who is a bit silly looking and reminds me of Messenger's Boss Barot. He also includes an extra head hidden inside his body, which you can use to customize him into a more sinister looking robot. Yeah, most of these guys look weird and might be an acquired taste, but they are definitely cool once you have them in hand. The main draw of the Glyos system is the mix and match capabilities that allow you to customize your characters and get the most out of this line. For example, you can have this Hades character displayed as is, with his glow-in-the-dark head, or you can pop his head off and replace it with this armor boar head like this. This way you can create a completely different character. And it just doesn't stop with the Onell design figures. You can swap parts with any figure that uses the Glyos system, like for example these parts from the Four Horsemen's Outer Spaceman. The possibilities for different combinations are endless, and as more companies come out with new Glyos lines, we get more parts to create amazing builds. Another interesting thing about the Glyos figures is that some of them, like Argent here, include extra heads. And not only that, some of these extra heads are reversible, so you get more display options. And that will wrap up this episode of Super Awesome Toys. All that's left for me to say is, if you like this review, please don't forget to share, rate, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later in another edition of Super Awesome Toys.